So we used checkout with a commit to go to the detached head state. So we had only these commits, but if you want to see all the commits again, you want to reattach the head, we can just switch to another branch here. So here we switch to master and we see all the commits again. Now another way of going to the detached state is by using this head 1 and head 2. We are head 1 where our head is currently, we go one commit back, one commit previous to that in a detached head state. So we are currently here. So by using this head 1 checkout, we go one commit back. So here we are in this detached state and the head is on this commit. And similarly we have head 2. So now we are in this commit. So two commits back, we will go on blue and purple. Now if we make some more changes to our colors file, but then we see that we don't want to commit those changes. So if we make some changes to a file, but we don't want to keep those changes, so since we have not saved them, we can use this checkout head and put the file name to discard the changes. So here we made some changes to the colors file. We use checkout head and put the file name. So we go back to those, we go back to the previous file state. Another option that we can use with checkout is this putting two dash and then the file name. Similarly here also we can restore the file. So here got back the file with changes discarded. Here we make some changes again. You see is a modified colors file and then we use this. This also can revert back the changes. It does the same function. So here we have nothing to commit. And again we make some changes. Now we use another command which is called git restore. So git restore was introduced as an alternative to checkout because checkout does a lot of functions. So here if we save the file also, then also we can revert back. So here we make some changes to the file and then we just put restore and the file name. So we get back, discard those changes again. We can use then we have this dash dash source. So here this will change, also remove all the changes. So if we use a store source with the file name, this will remove the changes as well as the saved state. So if we write this head one, for example, with this on the colors file, so this will remove the changes from the file that we have here. Whatever changes we made here, these will be removed, but then the log will still be present like this. Similarly, we can use head 2 also. We see that the commits are still present, but the file content will be changed back to previous commit. So now these were when the files were not staged. Now if we stage a file, make some change and stage the file, and then if we want to restore, we put this staged on the file name. So this gives back the file, gives back the unstaged state. We remove this from the stage, remove this from the stage. So with the source, we made some changes to the file. We want to get back those changes. Use this. Put the file name with this. If we staged after making changes to the file, we can use this. We make the commits and then we switch to master. Here we see we have all the logs, all the commits now. In here we make some changes and make 2 commits. So here we have another command which is called reset. So we write reset and then put the commit hash. So whatever changes we made after this, so we already made the commits. First we saw if we have unstaged files, we making changes, so we can get them back. Then if we made some changes and then we stage them, we can still get them back here. If we already made the commit, we can also get that back. So we put git reset and the commit hash. So this was already staged, so we get it back. For example, we make some mistake and put it in a branch. Here we put it in master branch, made the commit, and if we want that commit to be in another branch, so we can get that commit back like this, and then we can create a new branch and make that commit here. And then we switch to master branch and make some changes and commit. And we see the commit. So here we have this reset hard. So what we did with reset was just get back the commits, but we did not get back the changes that we made. So the changes that we made to the file were still there. We just get back the commit and make the commit in another branch, but with reset hard, We also get back the changes as well as with the commit. So if we don't want the changes to be present in the file also, we can use reset with hard. Now I have another command which is called git revert. So git reset gets the the branch pointers backwards to the previous commit. It eliminates the commits that were already committed, so it gets them back. But git revert creates a new commit and undo the changes. So we already made the changes and we did the commit. So with git revert now we can get those changes back, but creating a new commit for that. So we already had this, and then we create this new commit and get the changes back. So the changes that we made were removed by using this. And now we go back on the users and then we create a new folder. Here we did not start any repository till now. So now we see GitHub. GitHub is a hosting platform where we can host our own Git repositories on the cloud. So we can access them from anywhere. Anybody can access a Git repository that we host on GitHub. So Git runs locally on our server, but GitHub runs on the cloud. So all the people can collaborate on that. So this is the main benefit of GitHub, and it also creates open source projects. So anybody can contribute to that. It is accessed by anyone and it is on the cloud. And this is the another benefit that we can clone any repository in our own local system. So for example, this is a repository that is on GitHub. So we can use this URL from here and we can access this and we can clone this entirely on our local machine by using git clone. So here we see that a new folder that we created is not a repository. And then we use this git clone command and put the URL of that uh, GitHub repository that's posted on GitHub, hosted on GitHub, and we clone that here. So we see all the files, and then we see it has this folder which has multiple files, JavaScript, HTML, etc. files. And then we see it has all the logs we can see. And see this was the folder that we created. Inside this we get this entire repository that was hosted on GitHub. We get is on our machine. So now we can use this and make whatever changes we want. And we can also collaborate on this. So anybody can clone this. We can clone our own repository. Also, we can clone any repository, not just from GitHub, but any other website also. So we will create now our own GitHub repository and connect it with our local repository that we were creating. So for that, we go on our GitHub profile and we create a new repository. So we see this here. Here we can create a new repository. You can just give repository name and we can decide if it's public or private. So this is the repository that we create. For this, we have this URL. We have a URL for this that we can use now to connect it with our local Git repository. So here, if we want to push this my novel repository to the cloud, to GitHub, we open this and we see these were the files inside of this. So we have this command which is called git remote. We can use this to connect a Git repository to the GitHub. And git remote command gives us all the remote connections. So we can create now with git remote add, and this is the name. This is the name of the connection. Then we give the URL from the GitHub repository, new repository that we created there. So now we see that in this origin we had by using dash p we see the version. So we have both for fetch and push. So now we can push our own repository. So we will have to decide the branch. In here we had just master branch. So it had all the commits and every file. So we push master branch on this origin. And that we see that all the files are now pushed to our GitHub repository here. We have all these chapters, active outlines, whatever files we created. Now open them. And here we have the branches. And this is the just master branch. So here if we want to create a new branch or we have another branch with, for example, some more files or different contents in the same files. So we can push another branch also. We make a new file and commit some changes in this new branch. Then we push the new branch also. So here we have this new branch and this new file here. Now we make some changes, add a new file in the master branch. So when we have to push that again after that. So it is not synced automatically. We have to push again after making some changes. And we can only give branch name here, not the commits. So it pushes and then refresh it. We see the new chapter also. So this is how we can push a local Git repository on cloud, GitHub.